Cars.com Auto Review.
Hi, I'm Joe Weisenfelder of Cars.com. I have here a Mercedes-Benz CL550 Coupe. It's a 2009. Now, not a lot has changed since 2008, but now you have to get the 4MATIC all-wheel drive. It's not an option, and that brings the price up to $107,900. There's a lot to like about this car. The back seat is more usable than most two-doors. Beautiful interior, it looks good, and that's partly because it's based on the S-Class sedan. That's Mercedes' flagship. One thing I'm not wild about is the feature that helps you park. Now, some features actually park for you. This one goes about halfway. One plus, though, it doesn't have any of those ugly button sonar sensors that you see on some of the other systems that do the parking for you. This is advanced parking guidance, which is intended to actually help you fit into a parallel parking space. We'll give it a try here. What you need to know is there's a P at the top of the speedometer here. That's for the parking system. So basically, you got the P there and you're moving forward slowly. Any time under 10 miles per hour, the radar is reading alongside you, trying to figure out if there's room for you to park. And if you pull up alongside a space that's too small, you don't get any arrows, you just get that plain old P sitting there. So we'll try it again with more space. So when you go by a spot that is big enough for you, it measures it for you, you get a blue box around the P and an arrow pointing to the right. So you put it in reverse, and it tells you to check surroundings, press OK to confirm. Now what you get is, you get a little diagram of a car, and it tells you to move back a certain amount up to the white line there. So we're going to do that. If you listen, it beeps when you've reached that step. Then you got to move your wheel to match the curve that it gives you, and then that's the next step, and you just follow it, follow it, follow it, until it beeps again. And then again, you get the yellow and the red lines. Change your steering until it matches, and then one last step. Says parking guidance finished, and all we have to do is square it off and we're set. So there you go, it does the job. It gets you into the space. It needs only about 3.5 feet longer than the length of the car, 5 to 7 feet in width. You don't have to be as far away from the parked cars as you do in some of the systems that park for you. So what's the reason that this one doesn't do it for you? It's because it has conventional hydraulic power steering. Whereas the cars that park themselves have electric assist power steering. That's something that's being added because it's more efficient. So basically, in the situations where it would be telling the electric steering, do this, it's telling me, the driver, do this or do this. Now, Mercedes will probably add the feature eventually, but in the meantime, it's about $108,000, and the cars that already park for you are a lot cheaper. The 2010 Toyota Prius is going to have it as an option. Start with the $27,000 car, add an option package for $4,500, you got it. Lincoln is coming out with something called the MKT. It's a crossover. Now, if you start with the most expensive one of those, it's $49,000. Now, in fairness, if the option costs about $60,000, it could be a wash. This, right off of Cars.com, we just got this information. Option data. For active park assist, Lincoln wants $595.
For more car-related news, go to Cars.com or our blog, KickingTires.net.